Yes. Guys, you're welcome back to the channel, guys. You're welcome back to the channel. And first of all, I like to take my time to appreciate those who are now commenting, liking, subscribing. In fact, listen, the people in the comment section are the ones that are getting me funny and right up right now. But I appreciate your comments. And however, some ladies are beginning to say that I am.
You know, that your statement is sexist. That your statement is misogynist. If woke girls hear you, they will drag you on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what the ladies are believing about me. But guys, basically, look at it. My gospel is one premise on truth. Now, the funny thing is, you can attack me for supporting men, but let's be honest. If it was, see, these ladies who come out here to attack me in the comment section, one thing about it is that they cannot relate to this issue I'm talking about because they don't have brothers going through it. They don't have uncles going through it. If you had an uncle, if you had a brother out there being targeted by the public as a wife beater, a this, a that, all pure lies, wouldn't you want a man to be there to fight for him? Wouldn't you want a man to stand up and say, no, let's give this guy the right to speak? But because it doesn't affect you, it doesn't concern you. So Emeka Ike is a bad guy. But then, with that being said, guys, you're welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. Sly, aka Sly Pro Max, author of the Pro Max Lifestyle, the man's best version to living his best life, and leader of the MNMJ movement.
I got money.
In case you're wondering what the MNMJ movement stands for, it means Make Nigerian Men Great Again. And that is why I cannot be neutral. I'm here to speak for men. But then, guys, with that being said, today, we've got an interesting one for you guys. And yes, in the spirit of Christmas, I said, you know what? Let us listen to Emeka's wife, Emeka Ike's wife, speak. So let's not come and say, I'm not being neutral. We're going to hear her. And I have something interesting for you afterwards. But let's listen to her. However, you know how I like to do it for her. Naija Nawa.
This country now. This country now. This country now.
Okay, guys, welcome to Naija Nawa. And we can see why it says lady serves her boyfriend breakfast for refusing to buy her Christmas hair and chicken for 2 consecutive years. Let's see. Man. Well, I'm sorry for what that guy is going through there. It might look fun to us right now, but there are brothers who have gone through that. There are men who are broke dating. That's what it's called. Shout out CG. You are broke dating. You cannot afford to be in a relationship at this point in time. You cannot even afford to maybe take care of yourself if you're looking at the house he's living in. But then, guys, what I'm trying to say is this. When you know you're not at a position whereby you can have a lady with you, i.e., you're not well financed, you're not well taken care of, then believe me, you don't need a girlfriend. I'm telling you the truth, you don't need a girlfriend. What you need to do is stop, take a look at your life, and re-strategize yourself. Why am I saying this? I'm not saying this because some people say, oh, Sly, you're not going to attack the girls. Chill, guys. These ladies in question are hungry. Let us ask her now, madam, you, what have you bought for this man since you started dating him? You see, ladies are also greedy as well. Yes, sir, Raps Comfort ladies. They are sometimes greedy. Their money is their own money, but your own money is our money. How does that make sense? It makes no sense. But then that's the way ladies treat it. And secondly, there's something I always say, guys, even if you are with a woman who says, oh, I want to give you something, but not take her, do not take it.
Nope.
What ladies give you, or rather, what you give ladies is a gift. Or what ladies give you is a loan. Now, out of that, let's go to the next Naija Nawa and final one. I must say, I pity this guy right here, and you're going to see why. They had their first kiss on their wedding day.
Cameras ready? Oh yeah, couple ready? Let's go. Speak.
Shit. What exactly is going on here, madam? As you can see, this old mama right here, she has been able to get a man. And I can bet I can bet that this guy financed the whole marriage. So now you finance the ceremony like this, you've put her in your pocket and said you want to go and get married. You've picked up this woman and then you're in public. Just an ordinary kiss. You're making the guy feel like his mouth is smelling. Man, this is what I'm saying. This is how you lose your leverage when you start to submit yourself to things like this. But if I come and talk, I'm the sexiest man. Anyway, guys, let me just roll this tape again. Let's see it.
Maybe they want to cut another thing. 1, 2,
Ninja now wow. Alright guys, time for the main event. Yes. So, Mr. Sly, in my cheerful nature, I said, I will listen to this woman. Let us listen to her. Make we yab the woman.
Make I yab them, yeah. I yab them.
No worry, guys. Let's not be in a hurry. Let us listen to this woman. So, who we have here today, tonight, is Emeka Ike's wife. So, Emeka Ike's wife, Susan, finally speaks up. He beats me until I was paralyzed. Fair use. So, today, this is for tutorial purposes, so please do not copyright this video. Let's go.
First time in her life. Her husband has made heavy accusations that she has withheld his children from him, that she has crippled his businesses, that she has attacked his career and insinuated that people are after his life. She reached out to me to tell her side of the story. Incidentally, a few weeks ago, I had confirmed Emeka as a guest, but couldn't schedule it because our season recordings were ending. Emeka was invited to talk to me and he agreed. Unfortunately, at the last minute, he had another engagement and he has said he will make it again. But today, we have an emotional roller coaster of a conversation with Susan, his ex-wife, and their son, their first son, Michael. Whatever you think of this story, it is going to shock you. It is going to shock you deeply.
Alright, I'm going to skip or through this.
10 years because I've tried to move on with my life. I've tried to build my life from scratch, but this person just keeps going to the media space to bash, defame me and cook up lies and just say things that never existed or, something that he has built up on, So I just decided it's time to speak up.
This is the first time that you're ever speaking up on this issue in the media, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes. What we remember from this marriage as the public is either in 2016 or 2017, we know that Emeka Ike was in court with you, begging you not to go. Yeah, the news that we heard was that he knelt down in court and begged you, and his friends knelt down in court and begged you.
No, that never happened.
That never happened.
Yes, that never happened. In court, he would always say that he would do the right thing. He would come to my family, and we would discuss and everything. And, they'll tell us to go back and do that. And they will adjourn the case. The next adjourned date, we come back, they ask me, did he come to you? I would say no, because that never happened. Right. You understand? In fact, if I may say, in court, he had actually told me and said, who wants you back? And I had pointed out to the judge, and the judge had said that he heard him. So it was all a facade, because he just wanted to look good and to stretch the court proceedings more than it should have been done. There was never any day. His friends did reach out, you understand, but they were not in court. Nobody knelt down in court to beg me.
So you say that you survived an abusive marriage, you know?
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly by that?
Okay,
What
so
was the abuse?
it started off as verbal. It started off as mental torture. Started off as psychological. Started off as financial, financial abuse because I was not allowed to work. You understand?
He didn't allow you to
He
work.
didn't allow me to work.
Hold up. Listen. Guys, I've not wanted to say anything since. I wanted you all to enjoy this video with me, but what is all this she's listening of? Verbal abuse, financial abuse, he didn't want me to work. When we are all aware that he said, have access to the cars, have access to the monies, have access to the life you want to live, travel and come back, live your life. I'm the rich man. Why then will a woman still say, I want to work? For what purpose? Because now this will have ladies come out and say, I just want to be a simple woman. I don't have time for work. I just want to have my kids, a house I can take care of. But then you now have ladies who come out here and say, oh, I want to work. He's stopping me. It's financial abuse. How?
Actually, I wanted to be an actress. That's why I became his friend. I was modeling at that time. I just come out of secondary school. I was 18. And then I met him along the line, and I wanted to be, someone who would put me into the industry and all that. And he categorically told me that
Wait. Did you just hear what she said? She wanted to be an actress, and that was why she plunged on to him. This is my advice for men. Most men are in great positions in life. What's going to bring you down is a woman like this. What am I trying to say? Calm down. You see, she is going to latch onto you because of what you have. So if you now see it as an easy way to parley into a relationship, trust me, she's going to turn it around on you. That's why they say, they know the shit for where they chop. You know the shit for church. Women who are around you, following you because of what you have, are not with you there because of one specialty. So you trying to pick out from them, your future wife, your girlfriend, or whatever, only sets you up for failure.
I wouldn't act because it would destroy our relationship. Because at that time we had gotten into a relationship, and he said he was planning to marry me, and the tabloids, then it was newspapers, so they'll talk about him, talk about me, and it will break the relationship and or the marriage,
So he told you not to become an actor
Yes,
because of the
yes,
relationship?
Yes, he did say that. He even stopped my modeling career. In fact, I had been approached by an agency to be sponsored for Miss Nigeria at that time. This was 1999. He also refused. He said he couldn't handle me crying if I don't win, things like that. And I had to go back to the agency to say my parents.
Listen, I know what she's trying to say here. That the guy stopped her from being a this or a model, whatever. Listen, guys, if you have a girlfriend who wants to go into modeling, who wants to go into the media industry of being an actress, when we know the nonsense that goes on in that industry, tell that lady,
Nope.
tell that lady,
Nope.
no. Guys, if you have a girlfriend in the modeling industry, forget about it. She is not your girlfriend. We all know how most of all these guys out there and how these ladies fight their way to get to the top using most of this modern industry and their internet connections. And now I'm going to show you an article, not now, in my next video, that portrayed a lot of ladies who came out to say this is what they had to do to make it in that industry. Here in Nigeria, even overseas, guys, it happens. So if you have a girlfriend as an actress who comes on screen making out with other men while you say you're the husband, my wife is an actress, you are what? You're a mumu?
You be mumu.
My family didn't want me to do it, and then I went to my family and said the agency dropped me just because I didn't know what to say to them, because he was saying no, that I won't do it.
You met him when you were 18?
Yes.
You got married when you were 19?
No, we didn't get married till I was I think 23, going on 24.
Right.
I was already pregnant with our second child when we got married. In fact, I had to be the one to speak out, like, you need to do something because this is our second child. So I was already heavy, and I regret it.
Why?
Yeah, because even during the wedding, he came late from the state he was shooting at that time. They never blessed us. it was his older sister's husband who has stood in, and the wine changing and blessings and all that was done. All through, when we had collected the list from my uncle and given to him, and we were preparing on our side, and I was always calling him, oh, are you, in tune with your family on the list to get everything? His family came empty-handed. They didn't bring anything. Even in family would always laugh at me at my back and say I married myself.
Wow.
It was always a case of, oh, she wants to marry a star and she has to work for it. And I did. I slaved for that family. Everything that they wanted to do, I was a designated driver. Everything that they wanted to do, I was the one who was always doing things for them. I was doing it on my side because of love, because this was my family. As long as you are my friend or you are my husband's people, you are my family. Because my mom was a single parent. You understand? I come from a very humble background, but not that humble. You understand? Because my mom strived, she worked hard to take care of her kids, but she protected us, and she brought us in this very close-knit, very loving home that we grew up in. And so I always felt like every family is like that. You understand?
So the question is, somebody would wonder about is, why did you go ahead with the wedding despite all that disrespect? Him waiting for about 5 years into the relationship, his family not paying the bride price, him coming late. Obviously, there were signs. Why did you go ahead?
I didn't see the signs as signs. You understand?
I didn't see the signs as signs. What is this lady saying exactly? Watch my last video. I said, there is no way, no how that the ladies will not try to play the blame back to you. I said this. I said, ladies, listen to me, because this is an advice for women. So you don't say I don't give women advice. If you are with a man who shows you the first sign that he is going to be a dummy in the marriage, when I mean dummy, he's going to be a crazy guy attacking you, fighting you, whatever. He shows you the first sign. Do you know what you do? You run. You run away from that man. So you see these signs, and then you still say, oh, okay, maybe the signs is not as signs. What exactly are you saying?
Didn't start, in hindsight, I wouldn't even date him. You understand? But then at that time, he was my first everything, first boyfriend. I just came out of secondary school. I just came out of not knowing, anything. I think it was when I got to 24 that I started understanding that this is not right. This is not how I should be treated. I now started seeing that, I wouldn't accept some things, that kind of thing. And that's why I said I regretted, even doing that. Yeah. And it was until I was 28, 29, going into my 30s, I started fighting back. Right. And then it's now escalated from, verbal and all that, and then it became physical. Right. You understand? And then still, even with that, people would say, oh, it's a man's world, and I didn't think of myself. But until the last time that he did beat me up and I was almost paralyzed, that was when I decided that I need to go. But still, I stayed 2 more years after that, but...
He beat you until you were almost paralyzed?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We had gone out with the kids and we came back, and I was changing my daughter, and he saw, her nappy rash, and it was a bad nappy rash, and he was all over the place, angry and all that she'd been molested. And I said, how? This is nappy rash. And he was going on and shouting, who did I give his daughter to, this and that. And they need to check her and everything. And I tried to calm him down that this is nappy rash. I use Vaseline instead of powder. That's why it's so red, that kind of thing. And he was going on and on, and I was like, okay. And at that point, I was getting upset, like, you can't be doing this. And then I was like, okay, give me money, let me take her to the hospital and let's get her checked. And then he hit me, And at that point, I had like, you can't keep beating me up, and I held his hand. And so he just turned me over and hit me, and then he hit me at the back of my neck here, and that was it. I lost sensation to all my body parts. I went down on the floor. I couldn't feel my arms. I couldn't feel anything. And he kept hitting me. He kept hitting me, and I was shouting, Emeka, if you hit me one more time, I would die. I can't feel anything. I was only seeing the stars. So when he hits me, it goes poof, you know, that kind of thing. And that was only what I was seeing. I could talk, I could hear, I could see, but I couldn't feel. This was in front of our kids. This was in front of his PA at that time, Debola. And I was, you know, trying to move my body. My body wasn't moving, you know. So when he realized himself, he got up, he walked out of the house. And I was there for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I don't know. I was still trying to move my body. And then I felt this sensation all over, like a million pins, you know, poking me, pricking me and everything. And I think the nerves were beginning to connect or something, you know. And then I got up. And that was when I saw the boy, Debola, peeping from the door. I guess he had told the boy to come and check if I died. You know, that kind of thing. And then I spoke the boy's name. I said, Debola. And the boy ran out.
So, as you heard her recount this incident to you, I'm very sure you were maybe thinking deep. You may be wondering, how dare this man?
How dare you?
Hold on, guys. I have a gift for you today. Now, it's our belief that this man, so-called Debola, will be the man to solve this whole puzzle, because our people say, when you find the missing piece of the puzzle becomes complete. Well, introducing today, guys, I have somebody here for you. Who do we have here? Mr. Debola. So, Mr. Debola right here is going to either corroborate or destroy the woman's statement. And we believe that this missing piece will let us know if we are dealing with a liar or someone telling the truth. It says, Boko marriage saga, actor Emeka Ike's former PA, Debola breaks silence. Alright, let's watch the video right here. This is the guy right here, and see or listen to what he says.
Did he ever lay hands on her?
Mama did first. Twice. The second time, that was, yes.
This man right here just told us that the woman slapped Emeka Ike 2 times. He's going to say a bunch of nonsense, so I'm going to go to the one where he explains what actually happens. Let's listen to him here.
With the girl. So he picked the girl. She already messed her body. I was there. So what me so when he picked up the girl, so he was really young, he was angry. So he first called Michael. So Michael, you're inside the situation. So Michael and Kelly came out. Kelly said, I don't know. So Kelly is like, that's the second. I said, me, I don't know anything. He's there. So it was now. I think Mama was in the kitchen. So Mama was coming.
This was over their baby daughter's issue that the woman was explaining.
So I went home. I went to go and carry the costume that he will use at location. So both of them were having an argument. She's there. Look at how this girl, she's already put in her body. You didn't clean it. You just leave her only hard there outside. Like, so the argument was, so I was up. I was coming down. That was when Mama eats Emeka.
Guys, when I come here to talk, when I come here to do videos here, I'm not just speaking because of what I want to just say. These are true realistic stuff. This is a video I did 7 months ago. No, 4 months ago. 7 views. Oh, God. Anyway, this is why domestic violence gets deadly. Listen to what I said here. Domestic violence is a crazy thing that goes on. And it's sad to say, but most times, women are the agitators or are the instigators of an attack or an act, which then brings about a response from the man. Do you see what I said there, guys? Do you see what I said there? I said majority of the times, most of this issue where people come online to shout, this man did this to me, this man was evil, this man was... Nobody bothers to ask, what did you do to that man before he responded? Then now people come out and say, oh no, no matter what, a man should not. Why should a woman do it in the first place? Why should we be celebrating fights? Why should we celebrate the fact that a woman can hit a man for no just cause? Even if for a cause, why? Why should we celebrate the fact that there's going to be fisticuffs included? So now we see that Emeka Ike's wife came online to tell us so many stories and so many lies. And in law, we say, possess in unus means possess in omnibus. You lied in one thing means you've lied in everything. That's what the implication. Now we can see right here that finally, I want to wrap up this Emeka Ike's issue. Make everybody go rest and let's get back to something more interesting. However, if something else comes up on this same Emeka Ike issue, I will be back to discuss on it. So with that being said, it is what it is, guys. I'm out.